probably is.
Yeah, well, that was your allegation.
Right. Same, I mean, yeah.
We just played the tape piece, and you said she's still using drugs. She's not any different she was when she went in. The record shows she's actually been sober for 3 years. And she said she was willing to take a drug test. We administered a drug test to her this morning, and she's clean on her drug test. And of course, with getting out of prison and a halfway house and all there are those checks. We have those records, and she has passed drug tests, for a good long time. So I'm sure you're happy for that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You said that she had no job. We've talked to her employer. She's had a job for 9 months. She's been promoted to supervisor. I'm just giving
everybody else has jobs too.
Well, I'm just giving you, but you didn't say about everybody else. You were just saying she didn't have a job. You said that she's not stable enough to have the children, but in fact she does have a car, a 2-bedroom apartment. She went through 6 months of rehab, got a 3.5 on prison college courses, and completed 6 months successfully in a halfway house, which you have to admit is pretty stable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That.
I mean,
so the allegation that she's not stable is, really not true. You also said, I never said you couldn't have your girls back until now. So apparently you did have an agreement.
No, there was an agreement that there would be a possibility.
Closed captioning provided by... You said she didn't contact her daughters for 2 to 3 months after release, but she got out on May what?
5th.
May 5th, and we have a text message here from her to you 5 weeks after the release that says simply, can I see my girls? That's not 3 months later, it's 5 weeks later. She's asking to see my girls. Your response was, they're not your girls anymore since you signed over all your rights to me. Better read those papers again. I have permanent custody. Tricia says, I'm still their mother. You said, push me, I dare you. I'm not the one who chose to do and sell drugs over taking care of their children. Start telling the blanking truth for once in your life. I'm blocking you from all my numbers since all you've proved is you want to do is be with your junkie boyfriend. That will look good in court. Peace. And then you said, you're so stupid for even trying to fight me. I never said you couldn't have them back until now.
Yeah. Was that probably the most mature way to react to that situation? No. I found out from child support that she'd been out of prison. She did not contact me. If you really want to be a part of your children's lives, why would it take 5 weeks? Why would it even take 5 weeks? And
well,
I said 2 or 3 months, I was not sure on the exact date.
Yeah.
That was what I said. Exactly. I said, I can't tell you exactly how long.
Excuse me, but on 6/15, you also said, I never said you couldn't have your girls back until now. So apparently you did have an agreement that she could have her girls back.
No, there was an agreement.
Because you never said until 6/15/17 that she couldn't have them back.
There was an agreement between her and I that there would be a possibility. Not that, yes, I'm going to, the minute she gets out, she's going to get her daughters back. I said there could be a possibility down the road. Because I asked the judge the day I was granted full custody, I said, okay, so I fought her husband, because they're still married, for custody. She had been sentenced and was incarcerated. I point blank asked the judge, I said, what are my obligations to my sister as far as her being their mom when she's released from prison? He said that it was up to me, and I can legally leave the country with the girls and not to tell anybody. I don't have to report to anybody. I don't have caseworkers or anything. I would not do that.
I thought it was in the best interest of the kids, not what you're legally allowed to do.
I'm just telling you that I could have done that, and I chose not to.
Well,
she's making herself out to look like a saint, but really?
Well, I, for one, am very grateful that you stepped up and took the kids, because if they go into foster care, that's terrible.
She would never have been able to get them back, and she was told that, because, one, they would have been split up into separate homes. Yeah. So I took them, and nobody even had to tell me, if you don't take them, they'll go to foster care. That I was like, yeah. It started out as it was going to be, have them for a couple of